Hello everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. First things first, I'm not too sure how I feel about this shirt. Today we are filming another theme park advice video where I'm going to be talking about Animal Kingdom. It is the last one of the 4, so I thought it's about time to film it, and hence why I'm wearing this t-shirt. I thought it felt a bit Animal Kingdom-y, but I'm not too sure on it, so if you don't like it, please just look from here up. It's the most Animal Kingdom-y thing I had, so this is what I have gone for. If you guys don't know already, on my channel I have started this series called Theme Park Advice where I talk about different parks in Disney and what they have to offer. Basically I just give my advice as if you guys are friends, if they were going to the specific park for the first time and what to expect when going there. Like my video I uploaded last week of Hollywood Studios, I've only got 7 tips for this video. In my Epcot and Magic Kingdom tips and tricks I had 10 tips, but that's because they are much bigger parks. And Animal Kingdom is a much smaller park and can be walked around a lot easier. So for this video I've only got 7 tips instead of 10. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Like I said, Animal Kingdom is a small park, but it's still very important to have an itinerary and ideas of things you want to achieve that day. A lot of Animal Kingdom has shows on or events which have specific times, so it's important to know what times things are on so you're not wasting time. So that would be my top tip, to have an itinerary and have a plan of stuff you want to get achieved on the day. However, Animal Kingdom can get achieved in one day if you want to. I normally go here on my first day in Disney as it is such a chill park, and it has a lot of exhibits which you just walk around and you can do as much of them or as little of them as you want. So it's just a really nice park to go to ease your way into what Disney can be like. My first tip for Animal Kingdom is that there is actually a ride inside the Tree of Life. Animal Kingdom's landmark for the park is their Tree of Life, which is the massive tree which is in the centre of the park when you walk in. It's a really lovely tree to have your photos taken at. It also has a show on it in the evening, which we'll get into a bit more later on in the video, but there is actually a ride inside the tree which I feel like a lot of people miss out on. It's not necessarily a ride, it's more so a show based off the film It's a Bug's Life, but it's just a really nice thing to go and see. The queue-in process for this ride, It's Tough to Be a Bug, actually goes all around the Tree of Life, so you can get a closer look at all the detail in the tree, which is also a really nice thing to do, even if you just go on the ride purely to get a nicer and better look at the Tree of Life. I would definitely recommend doing it, especially if you like taking photos. You can get some really nice up close shots there and have less people around there as well. My second tip is to not miss out on the ride Dinosaur. This ride is located in the part of Animal Kingdom which is designed as a dinosaur carnival area. I feel like lots of people miss this ride out because unless you have young children you don't really go in this area. A lot of the attractions in there you have to pay for, and it doesn't have a lot to offer for adults or older children. But there is actually a ride located around the back of that area of the park which is called Dinosaur, and it is honestly one of the best rides ever. It is based off a Disney film called Dinosaur, but it is quite an old film, so I don't know whether they're going to be refurbishing that ride soon because not many people know what it's based off. Basically in the ride you're in a massive truck and you go back in time to try and retrieve a dinosaur, and it's just a really fun ride. My third tip for Animal Kingdom is to not miss the shows. The 2 main shows that I can think of there is the Finding Nemo musical and the Lion King musical. These are both amazing shows in the park and they are completely for free. You don't have to pay any extra money to watch them. They are included with your ticket. As you know, the Lion King has a West End show now, and I honestly think it is as good as that, if not better. It is such an amazing experience. It's got all the amazing songs in it and all the live singers, and it's just one of my favourite things to do in Animal Kingdom, so please do not miss it out. As well as this, there's also the Finding Nemo musical, which is basically a show going through the story of Finding Nemo, and the actors use, which is just such a creative thing to do. And I honestly love this show. It is also a proper theatre, so it completely has proper seating and air conditioning and tiered seating as well, so any spot in there is a good spot. I definitely recommend going to see it. It is a really amazing show, especially to remember this is in a theme park, you know, you haven't had to pay any extra to do this, and it's all there just right in front of you to experience. Maybe if when you're in Animal Kingdom the heat's getting a bit too much for you, go in there, sit in there for about 45 minutes to an hour in the air conditioning and just enjoy enjoy the show and what's going on around you, and it will help refresh you and get you ready for the rest of the day. My fourth tip is to wear comfy clothing. I say this for every theme park video I've made, I think, but it is such an essential. But for different parks you have to wear different sorts of clothing. In Animal Kingdom in particular, there is a river rapids ride which gets you absolutely soaked. So make sure you're wearing comfortable clothing, something that will dry easy in the sun and won't stiffen up, or even bring a spare pair of clothes if you would prefer to do that, but definitely be prepared, otherwise you'll end up spending loads of money in the gift shop on clothes that you don't really want, probably don't really match, and you just won't be living your best life. So make sure you wear something that will be appropriate and will last you throughout the whole of the day. Also, again, for this tip, wear comfy shoes as well. Like I said earlier in the video, a lot of their attractions are walkthroughs, so you walk through at your own pace and there's no form of other transport apart from walking. So just be sure you're wearing comfortable shoes, something that you're going to be able to walk around in all day and won't hurt your feet too much. I just usually wear trainers, but please just make sure you're wearing something that suits your feet and that you know won't have you in pain. My fifth tip is to note that the animal exhibits actually do close earlier in the park before the park closes. This tip's just kind of important to know about if you are planning on seeing specific animals and you want to see them. Just make sure you know what time their exhibit's open to, as they do close earlier in the evening compared to the rest of the attractions in the park, because it would just be such a shame if you were planning to see one animal in particular and then by the time you got there their exhibit was closed and there was just no way to see them. So make sure you make the most of your trip and you're just organised and planned and you know what time everything opens, what time everything closes, and you just plan your time wisely around that, because the animal exhibits are honestly amazing and they are so up close and personal. They're so lovely to see and I wouldn't want you guys to miss out on them because of timing problems. So please just make sure you know about this tip and you plan your time around it properly. My sixth tip, which is probably my most important and valuable tip of this whole video, is to go and watch the safari in the evening time. When I went to Florida last year, I actually went on the safari twice. The first time I went in the middle of the day and we didn't actually have a very good run through. We didn't see a lot of animals, and obviously that's no one's fault to blame. It's just sometimes you have really good run-throughs of the safari and other times you don't have such good run-throughs. The safari is always such a long queue, and even if you do get a fast pass for it, it's probably the only fast pass you're going to get for the safari during your trip. So you really want to make sure you can try and make it as good as a trip as you can. So we didn't have a very good run-through on this first trip. Like I said, we didn't see many animals at all. The driver of the truck actually told us the best time to come and ride the safari is in the evening time as the sun is setting, as it's a lot cooler and there will be more animals coming out and relaxing and you'll be able to see a lot more animals. We booked a fast pass for the next time we were in Animal Kingdom and scheduled it around when the sun was planning to be setting that day, and honestly it was the most amazing experience ever. We saw almost every animal that they were planning on us seeing. We even heard a lion roar, and just looking at the animals as the sun was setting, it was just so beautiful. I felt like I was in a film, honestly. So if you're only planning on seeing the safari once, try and do it as the sun is going down or more towards the evening time when it's a bit cooler. If you're not able to do this, they also said after a thunderstorm is a really good time to see them. Obviously you don't know if a thunderstorm's going to happen or not, but if you're planning on queuing for the safari, try and go after a thunderstorm if there is one. And my last tip for Animal Kingdom is to watch the Tree of Life show. There is actually two shows on in Animal Kingdom. There's this Tree of Light ceremony which is projected on the main Tree of Life in the middle of the park, and then also a River of Light show which is shown on the river by Everest and in that area. I went to go and watch the Rivers of Lights a couple years ago and I didn't enjoy it that much. It's when it first came out, so I don't know whether it was because people were just getting used to performing it, but I did not really enjoy it at all, so I haven't gone back. Let me know if I should do, because maybe I should give it a go again, because maybe only seen it once and not liking it is a bit harsh. But last year I actually took the time out to watch the Tree of Light ceremony, which, like I said, is projected on the Tree of Life. It basically shows lots of animals from different Disney films. I think it starts at 9 o'clock at night and it's on a cycle. It's not specifically a show, it's just a continuous cycle, but it is so lovely to watch if you can watch the first little bit of it. There's no fireworks or anything, it's nothing extravagant, but it is such a lovely show to watch and I did really enjoy watching it. When I went to see it, I was happy I stayed to watch it and I was happy that I had done it. If you're still at the park at that time anyway, you'll probably end up seeing parts of it as you're leaving the park, but if you do get the time to go and see it, definitely do, because I certainly enjoyed it and would recommend it to anyone who was there at that time. That is it for this video. It felt like a really short video again this time. I think it's only because I did 7 tips, but I hope you enjoyed this video. My next video surrounding this topic is probably going to be about the water parks in Disney, and then I'll go on to do other things. I really enjoy talking about Disney and Florida. It is my most favourite place in the world. Please let me know if there's any videos you want to see about Disney or anything you're interested in or want to know about, and I will be sure to make a video on them. As always, if you liked the video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment on your tips and tricks for Animal Kingdom and what you guys like to get up to when you're there. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon in the next video. Thank you. Bye.